Now, Sofi this week, ladies and gents, finished the week trading up over 2.9%, which is something that is incredible, because that, ladies and gents, resulted in the shares of Sofi finishing the week trading at $4.62. Now, one of the things that makes me to be really excited onto Sofi Technologies is their 2022 earnings. I mean, the 3 earnings that they've reported so far, ladies and gents. Sofi Technologies managed to beat analyst expectations on both the revenues they generate and the EPS. This means that Sofi Technologies continues to outperform what analysts expect out of it when it comes to the earnings or earnings per share and the total revenue they generate per quarter. I mean, it's in the screen, you already know that obviously in the past 3 quarters of 2022, Sofi has already thrashed the analysts, or was thrashing analyst expectation, which is something that obviously makes me to be really excited. And it's one thing that, ladies and gents, makes me to continue remaining bullish, long and strong onto Sofi Technology. Sofi, it is that company that I've already indicated, or that we've already discussed, that it has become the #1 stop shop for all things relating to digital banking, as investors or consumers can do a wide range of things from the Sofi platform. Now, this week, ladies and gents, we got to read wonderful news of saying that Sofi on the 30th of January, they will be giving us their Q4 deliveries, which, ladies and gents, makes me to be really excited, as I would personally believe that we are going to see once again Sofi Technologies thrashing analyst expectations, because as seen on the screen, you notice that analysts are expecting Sofi to at least report total revenues of around $425 million, with the earnings per share of negative 0.07, or around 7 cents, which is something that obviously I personally believe that once again we might get to see Sofi Technologies thrashing these analyst expectations. But before we get deep into this video, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. And I really appreciate if you just hit that likes button if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about Sofi Technology. Sofi, it's one of the stocks that I'm heavily invested in, and because I believe in its fundamentals and its future prospects. So yes, the analysts are expecting Sofi to report total revenues of around $425 million, with the earnings per share of negative 7 cents. So I personally believe that on the 30th, we might get to see Sofi doing much more than what analysts, or delivering good earnings that are way much better than what analysts expect, again, because I mean the whole of 2022, I mean the previous 3 quarters, that's what Sofi has been doing. They've been thrashing analyst expectations, which is something that makes me to want to believe that even for these upcoming Q4 earnings, which are set to be announced on the 30th of January 2023, I personally believe that Sofi will once again thrash analyst expectations. I mean, if you have a look at the earnings, like I said, or the previous earnings, like I said, you will notice that Sofi, it is a company that continues to grow in terms of revenue. They continue attracting more consumers into their platform, which is the exact same thing that I personally believe that we are going to get to see them continuing to do that even on the upcoming earnings. I mean, in terms of membership growth, I mean, on the Q3, we saw them obviously bringing over 400,000 new members in that quarter, or in the Q3, which is something that obviously I'm expecting them to still probably deliver over, or bring in, or report new members of over 400,000, which is something that obviously makes me want to believe that easily this month we are going to see Sofi going, or having over 5 million members into their platform, which is something that makes me to really be excited and have goosebumps, because I know that Sofi, it is that stock that, though the share price might not be performing the way we want as retail investors or as investors, but this is the company that is doing really, really well in terms of when we look at their earnings, which is something that, one of the main reasons that makes me to continue being heavily invested onto this company, because I know that this is a company that one way or the other, the share price will follow these earnings in the long term, and those that are loading the boat, increasing their holdings, are definitely going to be rewarded. Now, so far, you will know that as you heard, or as I just told you, they are expected to report an EPS of negative 7 cents, which obviously this definitely makes you to see how close Sofi is from becoming that profitable company. So I personally believe that, as I've said in the previous video where I was discussing about Sofi, I believe that Sofi towards the end of this year, we might easily see them obviously becoming that profitable company, which is something that I personally believe that it is one of the reasons that it's making a lot of Sofi investors or retail investors, most of them, to at least remain bullish, long and strong, because this is a company that is very close to from becoming that profitable company. Now, one of the things that obviously over and above these earnings that we've seen, obviously Sofi thrashing analyst expectations, something that really makes me to remain bullish onto Sofi Technologies is the fact that all the insiders, including the CEO, they've been piling, loading the boat onto their company. And you already know that this loading and piling from insiders is taken as a very bullish sign to us, the outside investors, as these ladies and gents, or as those people way know more than us. They know what's to come into Sofi Technologies, which is why when we see them loading the boat, increasing their holdings, we are supposed to take that as a bullish sign or as a strong bullish move that has to encourage us to also probably do the same. So Sofi insiders have been loading the boat, and I personally believe that you and me also as retail investors, we ought to do the same, because they know what's ahead or what's coming onto Sofi, which is something that obviously, like I said, it got to be good, which is why they are continuing to load or increasing their holding onto Sofi Technologies. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I'm really excited on the upcoming earnings, which are coming on the 30th of January. I believe that Sofi, like I said, is going to continue thrashing, or we are going to see them continue with the momentum of thrashing analyst expectations on their earnings, which is why I'm going to continue loading the boat before those earnings, because I know that obviously we might see also some good recovery from the stock towards those earnings, as already investors already know that Sofi has been doing well in terms of their earnings. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I should just give you this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you load the boat onto Sofi Technologies, please do make sure that you do your own DD so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto this Sofi Technology stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best, and God bless you all.